Good morning, my name's Jessica with Wholesale Direct Carports, and what I'm going to do for you today is a frequently asked questions video on some of our buildings. So we had a building installed through one of our manufacturers, and we found that this is actually a great tool to explain the answers to a lot of the questions that people have. A lot of times it's easier to see than it is to hear the answers, so that's what I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to go through some of the most asked questions. So here's the building. And I'm gonna have to zoom out here. But what building we have a 24 by 31. So 24 by 31 with two 9 by 8 roll-up doors. They are roll-up doors. They do roll up into a canister, a walk-in door, and it's installed on a concrete slab. So one of the main questions people have, this is the most important question I think, and the most common question, is how big should I do the slab? Well, the building that we have here is a 24 by 31. So what that means is that the roof actually measures 31. So there's 6 inches of overhang on the front and the back of the roof. Right there, that's on the front and on the back. So the building perimeter itself is actually a 24 by 30. So your slab should be a 24 by 30. And what they do is they will come in and they will anchor it down to the concrete slab. As you can see, that's just how they do it. And it'll sit directly on top of the slab. That is the best way to do this building. It's the easiest way for them to do it. And it's gonna be the best way for your building as well to prevent any kind of leaks. Also, if you do it the exact size of the slab, and if you can see, there's a little bit of material that goes around the perimeter of the building, and that's another way to prevent any kind of leaks. There are ways that you could seal it otherwise, but this really is going to be the best thing for your building to do the size of the building. So a 4-inch slab and then the exact perimeter. And again, if it's a 24 by 31, you're going to want to do a 24 by 30 slab. Another question is the framing for insulation. So the framing, we did 12 gauge framing. So as you can see, there is some room here with the framing to be able to do insulation. So we do have insulation available. We have 2 different kinds. We have a 2-inch fiberglass or a single bubble foil that are mainly used as like a vapor barrier. They aren't really used to do any kind of heating or cooling. So if you need a really high grade of insulation, you can call a local contractor and have them come in and do the spray foam. And that would probably, whatever works best for you. But as you can see as well, we did put braces on every leg. Every building that we quote is going to have braces on the legs. That is going to certify your building. It's also going to give you a warranty. So with the certifications, if you're in the northern states, you're certified for 65 pounds per square foot of snow and 105 mile-an-hour winds. If you're in the southern states, you're certified for 140 miles an hour and 35 pounds per square foot of snow. When they were installing the building, the contractors were up on the roof, bolting it down with no problem at all. So it can handle a lot. It's a very strong, sturdy building. That's what the roof looks like. If you do something a little bit taller, you'd have enough room for a lift. If you do anything wider, the trusses are going to come down a little bit more and you're not going to have as much clearance. So that's another thing that you can talk to somebody about when it comes time. Also, as you can see, there is a lot of room in this building. There is room for a big truck, and you probably could, actually, you definitely could fit a bigger one in here. As you can see, there's a few feet back here, but there's actually a lot of room in here for you to do some work. Also, with the car, if you pulled this up a little bit more, you'd have room for another car. You could fit 2 cars to park in here. So there is a ton of room in this building. It's a lot bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. A normal garage, I think, is like a 22 by 24 or 24 by 24. So this is just a little bit bigger than a normal garage door. Or excuse me, a normal garage. Also, one of the other questions is, I want to do a 24 by 30 and I want to do 10-foot walls and 2 10 by 10 doors. Well, we tell people, you know, we can't do that because there's not enough room. Well, a lot of people don't really know what that means, and that's understandable. So what that is because these doors that we have, they're roll-up doors. So they do roll up into, like, not a canister, but it rolls up. So what happens is when the doors roll up, there's not enough room. So this building that we have, it's a 9-foot tall building, and these are 10 by 8 doors. And if you see, it looks like they're about as tall as the building is. So if we were to do 2 9-foot tall doors, which we don't actually offer, there would be no room to be able to put these roll-up doors in here. There just wouldn't be enough room. If you did just 1 door in the center, there would be enough room to do that. But with 2 doors, it just can't be done. So that's why we have to tell you, you'd have to go up at least a foot. It just in order to have room. And the same thing for the sides. That's the reason why we have to go up 2 feet. Because of how the roof is, there just isn't room to do 2 8-foot tall doors on an 8-foot tall building. It just isn't something that we are able to do. You can frame out for a door and get a door from another company if that's something you prefer to do. If you want to have just a regular door, that's fine. And just tell your salesperson that that's what you want to do. And there still might be a little bit of, we'd have to call the company, but you should be able to do something like that. This one does have a walk-in door, and it does swing out. So when you're walking in, it would swing open. And let me see here. I actually think that's all the questions we have. We do get more, but those are the main ones that come to mind right now. So if you do have any other questions, feel free to give one of us a call. 888-542-5949, and it's Misty, Hannah, Jessica, Jordan, and Griffin. And again, if you have any more questions, please give us a call. And I really hope this helped you guys, and we hope to do business together soon. Thank you.